Okay, so where do we start, ladies and gentlemen? First of all, welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empires free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality. I talk about personal and self-development. And if that's what resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. Now, let us understand something, ladies and gentlemen. The battle you're fighting with the narcissist is spiritual. The battle is spiritual in nature, okay? The battle is spiritual in nature. So if you're trying to win this battle on a physical plane, it will take you a very long time. You're trying to win this battle on a physical plane, it will take you a long time, okay? If you're dealing with, I don't know, maybe you have a therapist, you have a doctor, you have a lawyer, you have whatever. This ring is their playground, okay? The battle is not won on a physical plane. The battle is won on a spiritual plane. So all these things you see the narcissist doing to you, mind games, fooling around with you, gaslighting you, trying to make it look like you're crazy, something wrong with your mind. You may hear them saying some things like there is something wrong with your mind, all those things. So what is really going on? The narcissist is battling you on a spiritual plane, and it's a battle against your consciousness. So the intention of everything is to make you lose your mind. They want you to lose your mind. Is why you see sometimes at the end of those narcissistic relationships, you're going to feel like you're crazy, you know? You may sometimes even want to think you need help. You may end up in psychiatric hospitals. They are going to start labeling you bipolar. They are going to start labeling you schizophrenic. There's different names you're going to start getting from these people because they have some names that they can use when they are diagnosing somebody who has most likely gone through abuse. Now, there's nothing wrong with you, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. How do I know this? Before you met the narcissist, you had your life together. You was a very hardworking guy. You was a very composed individual. You knew what you wanted. You knew where you needed to go. When you met this particular individual, your life started falling apart. You lost your health, businesses. You lost your sanity. You have been battling somebody. Somebody has been battling with your consciousness, okay, to make you go insane and go mad, because that's what they are. That's who they are. They're extremely dysfunctional. They are very dysfunctional people, very broken, and they also wanted you broken. So that's what they have been doing behind the scenes, spiritually. It has been an attack on your consciousness. If you have found out what you're dealing with, maybe you came up with the name. Finally, you heard somebody talking about narcissistic abuse. It rings a bell. And you feel like these people are talking to you. that means you're under abuse. The person you're dealing with is a narcissistic individual. You're being abused emotionally. The narcissist wants you to play by their rules. It cannot be otherwise. When you're dealing with a narcissistic individual, they want you to play according to their rules. When you're trying to win against a narcissist, you are going to refuse to play the game. Okay, my chosen ones, are you following? You will refuse to play the game. You could have been playing the game all along for a number of years. You didn't know what it was. Okay? They push that button, you react. They say this, you answer. They go left, you follow along with them. They go right, you follow along with them. What you're going to do, you're going to start doing the complete opposite of what they want from you. But before even going that direction, the first thing you will do, you're going to start starving the narcissist. Okay? Starve them of fuel, starve them of narcissistic supply. Okay? If it's a relationship, or maybe you're in a family situation or whatever, and you have had enough of that individual, the first thing you will do, you have got to starve them. So you need to cut off the supply, the things you guys have been doing together. You know, you used to spend those days sometimes shopping, you used to go out somewhere, do this and that with them. Stop it. You have got to stop sleeping with them. Stop exchanging your sexual energy with them. Stop doing the things that you guys used to do together. Okay? That is even before you think about leaving, because eventually, at every cost, enemy is necessary. The end result is going to leave. You're going to leave. It doesn't matter how you want to look at it, how you want to protect yourself. You cannot do it for much longer. You will have to leave. But before you do that, first of all, starve them of supply. So you need to stop answering to all these things they're asking you, because they're always hungry for supply. They're hungry for your energy. They're hungry for your supply. So you need to stop feeding into that supply. Stop becoming a supply. When you stop becoming a narcissistic supply, a source of narcissistic supply, you're going to push them, which is very common to all narcissists. You're going to push them to find alternative sources of supply. So when that happens, let it not shake you. If they have found somebody else on the side, or they have started to cheat on you, they didn't come home last night and the things like that, don't ask questions. Let it be. As long as you know you are not feeding into their supply, you have stopped sleeping with them, you will be okay. At some point, you are eventually going to be able to live. So you stop to become a source of narcissistic supply. That is how you start winning the battle against a narcissist. The narcissist is intentionally setting up these mind games to twist the entire narrative and to make you think something wrong with you. Okay? You may sometimes hear things like, there's something wrong with you. What is wrong with you? If a person starts asking you what is wrong with you, you're dealing with a narcissist. Number one, that's one of the signs. If anybody gaslights you every often, what is wrong with you? You're stupid. You're insane. Go to hell and stuff like that. All this kind of nonsense. You're dealing with a narcissist. Okay? They are unconsciously, I don't know if consciously or unconsciously, trying to twist your brain. So now you start to believe. In some cases, I've even had, including me, some cases where an individual has actually started believing the truth, that they are crazy, or they are insane, or there's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay? So do not play the game at all, is what I'm trying to tell you, my chosen ones. Do not play the game at all. Okay? I can understand if you're not aware, you don't have any awareness about narcissistic abuse. Yes, I can understand. You may have been playing along with them. But the moment you figure out this individual is a narcissist, do not react. Do not play that game at all. It's another way of starving that narcissist, because they want a reaction from you. They want you to say something back. They send you a message, they want you to respond. They send you an email, they want you to respond, because whatever it is you respond, they are going to draw narcissistic supply from your reaction. And most of the times, You might even sometimes be pushed to react in a very negative way, even sometimes an aggressive way. And now you're stepping into the battlefield with them. So when they send you an email or a message or a text message, or even sometimes they physically say something to you, and you answer back in an aggressive manner because they have triggered something in you to react in a negative way, then you're feeding that narcissist with narcissistic supply. So in other words, you have got to stop reacting at all to anything they say, regardless. It doesn't matter what they say. You cannot react. When you do react, you are feeding the narcissist. In other words, there are sometimes when you're supposed to act like they are winning, show them that they are winning. Okay? To deal with this kind of individuals, ladies and gentlemen, it requires a lot of wisdom and knowledge and guts. So sometimes you have to show them that they are winning. Is it A? Yes, it's A. I think so, it's A. They go along with the A. But if they say it's A, and you know that it's B, and now you're going to start fighting back and forth. No, it's not A, it's B. Now, you're going to get into an argument with them. And during that argument is where they are going to be draining your energy, and you're feeding them with narcissistic supply. So sometimes you have to pretend that they are winning. Let them have it their way. Okay? This is what I want. They say that is what they want. Okay, it's okay. If that's what you want, that's okay. You can go ahead and do this. I'll not come back. I'll not come back tonight. Maybe you're married and you have this individual who is telling you things like, they will not be able to come back tonight. Tell them it's okay. You know, where do you want to go? Okay, you can go ahead and, I'll be around. Let them go. Let them have it their way. Show them that they are winning. It's very important. Because any moment you try to start exchanging, what is that word called? Verbal exchange with them because they told you that they're not going to be at home at night. Oh, why are you going to be? Oh, this and this. Maybe you cheated on me and that kind of stuff. Don't ask those things. Let them win. Show them that they are winning. But you always have to have a plan B. So there always has to be a plan B, because everything that you're doing is just for the temporary being, temporary moment. The end result is going to live. You have got to live a narcissist at all costs. If you decide to stay, the abuse will continue. They are not going to change. Even in some case scenarios, the abuse is going to intensify. So you need to stop to feed. Stop feeding into the narcissist. Let them understand. Let them have it their way. Okay? When they try to push a button, because as a narcissist has been with you for the longest of time, they have been mastering your energetics. When I say this, they are going to answer like that. When I do this, they are going to react like that. So you are now doing the opposite. You are not reacting at all. So any moment you refuse to react or to play the game they are trying to push you, because they are pushing you. This whole thing is a game. Narcissistic abuse is a game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You need to understand how this matrix operates. These narcissists, they are trying to push you to play a game with them. Okay? And anything they are doing, they are intentionally trying to trigger you. There is a particular element of you, yourself, they are trying to trigger, because it is through the triggers that they are getting narcissistic supply from you. So when you refuse to get triggered, you act like everything is normal, even if you do feel they have told you something that they shouldn't have said, is triggering you. You need to have self-composure. Compose yourself and understand you are dealing with a sick individual. They are trying to trigger, push a button, and they are getting a reaction from you. When you do not give them the reaction they are looking for, then the narcissist is going to feel like they are talking to an empty wall, because they need somebody to receive that energy on the other side. So you have the narcissist and you have you, who is the victim of abuse, and they need a point of contact where they are going to dump their energy. So whenever they're trying to dump that energy towards you, telling you things you don't want to hear, because that's what they do. They will always tell you things that you don't want to hear. Very, very horrible things. They remind you of even the mistake you've done 10 years ago. You may have a father who may trigger you by saying something that you did 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Don't react. Let them win. Show them that they are winning. Ladies and gentlemen, let them have that satisfaction that they are winning, because when you do try to get into a confrontation with them, you cannot win that battle on the physical plane. It's a spiritual battle. And on top of that, when you're trying to win against a narcissist, you have got to become a very prayerful person. Maybe they've already pushed you away from the Creator. They have tried to gaslight your mind and to put you in a corner where you have lost touch with yourself. You can no longer pray. You cannot meditate. You cannot even get into your own personal or previous spiritual practices. You have got to get back in tune with the Creator. Because again, I've told you, you're dealing with spiritual warfare. The closer you get to the Creator, praying, meditation, whatever spiritual practices you have, in whichever language you can use, you are still going to win that battle, because the battle again is on a spiritual plane. You are dealing with demonic warfare. Okay? So remember, don't react. Stop answering back to the narcissist because they are demanding a reaction from you. Do not react and do not answer back to the things. Even if it should be, and you really have to, it should be plain and simple. 1 or 2 lettered word, and that is it. Okay? Don't say anything more on top of that. You are feeding a demon. Okay? When you get yourself to react, or they get you to react, you are now feeding into that demon, and they are stealing your life force from you. So stop getting those reactions. Stop reacting to them. Answer only when you have to, and it should be a plain, simple answer so that they cannot continue drawing your energy. And on top of that, do not play the game at all. They want you to play. Do not play with the game. Okay? Don't play the game. It's all a game, ladies and gentlemen. Don't play the game. They are going to get bored. And when they realize you're not playing into the game, they are going to continue and move on to the next source of supply. That is how you win the battle against any form of narcissist. If there's something I've not mentioned, I may have forgotten, you can let us know in the comment section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.